Her phone lit up at 2:14 a.m. She didn't hear it. I did. The room was quiet, save for her soft, steady breathing beside me. Warm, familiar, trusted. I lay awake, eyes tracing the ceiling, counting the rise and fall of her chest. The low hum of the charger filled the silence. It lit up again. A name I didn't know. No emoji, no tenderness, only urgency. I didn't touch the phone. The preview said enough. Did he fall asleep? My pulse didn't quicken. It slowed. Inside my head, something shifted, softly, like a lock turning shut. She stirred in her sleep, her hand settling over my heart, possessive, familiar, a gesture perfected through years of making me believe this was home. I let her leave it there. The house suddenly felt strange. Every object sharpened, every shadow watched. I pictured her saying my name, her laugh when she felt safe, the way she offered forever like it was something she could spend. The phone buzzed one more time. I miss you. I closed my eyes, not in pain, in calculation. Morning came without pity. She kissed my cheek, routine and soft, then moved to the kitchen. Coffee brewed. Sunlight warmed the counters, a scene of domestic peace carefully arranged. "Sleep okay?" she asked. Yes, a perfect lie in a house built on them. Her phone lay beside the sink, dark, harmless, innocent. I replayed the message in my mind, surgical and precise. Not anger, just clarity, pieces locking into place. The past weeks rewrote themselves. Late meetings, new passwords, a different perfume, absences dressed as independence. I watched her move through the room, comfortable, secure, certain of the trade she'd made. I nodded when she spoke, smiled when expected, took another sip of coffee. Denial tried to rise in me. I buried it before it reached the light. Her shoulder brushed mine and lingered, a reminder of ownership, a silent claim. But claims require honesty, and honesty had already left the room. I became patient. Patience is often mistaken for forgiveness. It is not. Her phone habits changed, notifications muted, screen turned away, laughter saved for private moments. I studied her rhythms, noted every shift, mapped the lies without a sound. At work, I pulled records I never thought I'd need. At home, I listened more than I spoke, observed more than I reacted. She noticed nothing. People rarely do when the story still favors them. A shared account shifted, subtle and sly, charges disguised as ordinary, names hidden in plain sight. Evenings grew colder, not between us, but within me. She mistook my silence for tiredness, my calm for stability. At night, she turned away from me and toward someone else. I recorded dates, times, patterns. Truth rose slowly like frost across glass, silent, inevitable. The man was familiar enough to sting, but unfamiliar enough to insult. She hadn't fallen, she had chosen. That mattered more. The proof arrived in an envelope heavier than paper, not dramatic, not cinematic, just precise. I sat at the dining table as she hummed in the shower. Water masked sound, steam softened mirrors, a woman washing away a guilt she didn't believe was there. I opened the documents, dates, messages, transactions, time-stamped betrayal. The truth didn't shout, it settled. She came downstairs wrapped in a towel, damp-haired, humming something careless. She saw the envelope, saw my face. "Everything okay?" I slid one sheet across the table. Her voice caught, fingers trembled, breath splintered. The facade collapsed without ceremony. "I can explain." "No." The word landed softly. Finally. Her mouth opened, closed, opened again. Emotion surged where logic had lived moments before. "Please, it wasn't what you think." It was exactly what I thought. She reached for me. I leaned back. The space between us widened into truth. Her eyes filled, her voice cracked. Mine did not. She cried. I didn't. She pleaded. I listened. She promised. I remembered. The revenge wasn't loud, wasn't theatrical, wasn't violent. It was administrative, controlled, final. I had already moved assets, already called lawyers, already prepared for silence. By the time she understood, the house was no longer hers. The future she'd planned had expired. The man she traded me for vanished when stability did. Weeks later, she stood outside my office, smaller, quieter, unrecognizable. I made a mistake. Her voice broke where confidence once lived. I thought, I know what you thought. She stepped closer. I didn't move. I thought I could do better. Her confession felt honest. Too late to matter. Tears blurred her face. Her hands shook. She reached again. I didn't take them. People mistake mercy for weakness. I corrected that without raising my voice. I watched her walk away, not with anger, not with satisfaction, with clarity. The house is quiet now. Objects remain where memories once lived. Coffee still brews, sunlight still touches the counters, but the warmth has moved into me. I didn't win her back. I didn't destroy her. I simply removed myself from the equation she believed she controlled. Inside, the storm has settled, not forgiven, not forgotten, just concluded.